Coffee. Coffee. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Here we go. I am back with Kingdom Come Deliverance. Okay. I think we've got everything in place. I look like I'm balding up here. It's because my hair's wet. I mean, I have a receded hairline, but it looks terrible. I can put my head up. That's fine. Whatever. Whatever. What do we got? What do we got? Hey, Fairby. How's it going? It patches this game every time I click on it. Thankfully, this game supports a controller, so we can play without the mouse and keyboard. It's is it?
Charles the Fourth, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity.
Prosperity.
When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life.
Sounds Yorkshire.
But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution.
Kidnap him.
Kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
Yeah, the fact you've said the processor is demanding on the CPU worries me. Out of everything in my computer, my processor is probably the worst part. It is a decent processor, it's just old. Well, older than I'd like. So we'll have to see how this goes. Game settings? In-game subtitles, tutorials, yes. Simplified lockpicking. Why can't I... There we go. You had to put it on low. And you've got a 1080? Jeez. Okay. Let's put it on low then. What's hardcore mode? More realistic. Recommended for players who are similar with the essentials of combat and survival in a world of Kingdom Come Deliverance. What's in hardcore mode? Let's have a look. Kingdom Come Deliverance. Normal versus hardcore. Reddit. It's not really the difficulty of combat that will annoy you if your first playthrough is on hardcore. It will be the navigating of the world. You won't be able to fast travel. You won't know where you are on the map, and quest objectives won't show up until you're very close to them. If you stick to roads, you'll be in decent shape, but if you stray too far in the woods, you may get getting lost. These problems aren't really a big deal if you played the game once, since you'll have a decent idea of where things are. If you don't mind the possibility of annoyance of travel, then try hardcore mode as your first playthrough, but just keep in mind that once you've selected a difficulty, you can't switch to a different one. Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to go with normal mode. Simply because they say that the navigation... We all know how bad I am with navigation. I don't want to get lost. The early 15th century was a time of turmoil in Holy Roman Empire, which had flourished in the son Wenceslas the Idle on the Bohemian throne was falling into disarray. The king's inactivity angered many of the nobility, as well as his half brother King Sigmund. Too fast. It's beautiful. Uh, 32 gigabytes. Silver Scaliz, 1403. Seems to look alright so far. Assuming this is in-game and not a cutscene. This is a video, okay.
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher.
This looks very much like Witcher 3 area. Or a Witcher 3 area.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Whereabouts in Europe are we? Is this Hungary or? I don't think it's England.
Henry, get up now.
Sounds like
There's
Ingrid.
work to be done.
Get up or I'll come get you up, you slug of bag.
Hear
Chechia.
that?
Okay.
You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times
Czech
have I told you
Republic.
about
Okay.
fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
Are we Henry? Oh, here we go. It's going to collapse on me, isn't it? It's going to be terrible. Oh, no, we're loading. Okay. Phew. I should increase the game vault. Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. I did slightly, but it seems pretty low. I'll see if there's an in-game option. It's not going to load, is it?
A fine
Oh,
state you're
okay.
in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Okay. By means of the first two choices in this dialogue, you will select the character's default characteristics. If you're not satisfied with them, do not worry. Not to worry. The characteristics can be further developed without. Okay. If you have that much more RAM, I think you're probably going to have better performance. Well, I don't know. I get more worried about my gaming PC nowadays. The processor is like, I want to say, almost 4 years old now. Yeah, it's probably next on my list to rebuild. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I've got the same thing. It was decent when I bought it, but it's like 4 years, 4 years ago. Okay. You're a fine state this morning. What earth did you get up to last night? We were chatting in the tavern. Speech. I was dancing agility. I was with Bianca vitality. I was working in the forge strength. I don't think it's very optimized for the controller. You're gonna upgrade your motherboard, CPU, and DD4 RAM. Yeah, I think that's probably say. I want to get a new case as well. I was talking to my friend the other day. I'm using a case from I don't know. Let's have a look. I'm gonna sneeze. Dear me. Whew. Yeah, here we go. I'm using this case, which is ancient. It is a beautiful case. Absolutely beautiful. But it is really old. It doesn't know what it actually says when it was released. Yeah, look, 2011. You can't buy this anymore. Yeah, and the thing about this case is that most of it is metal. So like here and down here, all metal. So it is heavy. Very heavy. But the thing is, like modern cases nowadays, they filter out most of the dust. So inside you can see it's perfect. You don't really need to clean modern cases. My other machine, the other case I've got is perfectly clean all the time. But this case gets dirty as all hell. It's very annoying. Very annoying. But I'd probably replace that as well. It's use that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right.
I was with Bianca.
Oh,
We were.
whoops.
Talking?
Talking, were you? That's what you call it, is it?
Stop it, Ma.
Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Why would I be interested in sword fighting? Matthias and was teaching me archery. I was with Bianca. What does it matter? Strength. Let's go with strength. I don't know whether that's going to annoy our mother, though.
So I'm learning to sword fight. And what of it? What harm does it do? At least I'll be able to defend myself.
God above, Hal. You know how your father will react when he finds out.
How?